We're going to start out with the most recent topic that I don't know if you know about. Steve Harvey. Okay. So, in recent news, he just found out his wife has been cheating on him.
Ooh.
With, I think, the pool boy, with multiple men. She's been cheating on him with multiple men. Okay. So, let me see. This is like a recent article, right?
Okay.
So, Carl cheated on him with their bodyguard, their private chef,
Nice.
most likely other people. Who knows, right? Because if you could be cheating on a man, your husband, with two people, I wouldn't be surprised if you cheated with multiple.
Oh boy.
So that's the thing. I really didn't know him much of his wife, right?
Me neither.
But it is amazing that here's a man that let's play some clips, right? I have some clips that I wanted to show.
Okay.
Because Steve Harvey as a man has been in recent years, right? Recent years, how he's getting his money is basically pandering to women, right? Wow. With his talk show and stuff like that. What he's doing is pandering to women. So his audience is mainly women.
Okay.
So he says a lot of things that, well, supports and gears towards women, right? To, I don't know, support them in their delusions. So here's one thing that he said.
Sponsor. Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job. But what happens to when the woman tell you, I don't need a man, Steve? Well, they need to work. Okay, if you don't, how that's working? You know, how that's working? Who don't need no man? I'm independent. I can do for myself. Yeah, but what?
Yeah, his wife needs multiple men.
Do you want to? Yeah, okay, you can drop a transmission. You can sandblast your house. But hell, do you want to? No. If somebody can get out there and drop this transmission for you and sandblast your house, why don't you go get your nails done? I'm not trying to reduce a woman to nothing else. Be all you can be. But damn, who don't need a man? That's a lie. What man don't need a woman? Aristotle Onassis said it best. He said, if women did not exist, all the money in the world would have no meaning. Women is everything. They catch me out. They the lick, man. But these young boys done forgot it, because these women out here, they've had to be independent because they ain't got the right man. Okay. One time this group came after me because I said Marjorie belonged to me.
And they said she's not a possession. She's a person. She's human.
She is. She mine. What is you talking about? She belonged to me, but I got news for you. I'm hers. I belong to her. See, if you don't like that system, carry your punk ass on. Go do something else. And let me know how they work out for you. I want to belong to somebody.
Right.
I want somebody to belong to me.
Yep, just like his wife belongs to multiple men.
No, you didn't say anything wrong.
Look at this, right?
Uh-huh.
Here's enough.
I mean, that's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job. But what happens to when the woman tell you, I don't need a man, Steve?
See, like, that's the first part of that other thing that he was talking about. Where this is the man that's delusional. Because you gotta think. Let's say this, right? And you've done it yourself, right? You talk a lot about, women and this empowerment, all this stuff, right? And saying it's 2023. Okay?
Yeah.
It's about equality. How many times you said that, let's not go back to the 1950s? Okay, cool. Let's not go back to it. But what is 2023? Women there's equality. So, yes, a woman should bring something to the table because a man is not the only one. He said that, okay, he said a man should take care of his wife and children. Correct. But no one's questioning that. Since the dawn of time, men have taken care of the wife or their partner and children. Since the dawn of time, men have put their lives on the line to take care of their wife and children. The Titanic, it's women and children first. Men die to protect their family. The problem is, it is not 1950s anymore. So, it's about equality. What is he dying for? What is a man doing what he's doing for? Because nowadays, how many times do women say a man ain't shit? I can do crap on my own. Right? I can do it all on my own. Great. Do it on your own. The problem is that they complain about doing it on their own. Right? And then they say, okay, and then when a man of this of a new type of man asking, what am I getting for my sacrifices? Okay? Because sex is really nothing much anymore. Because really, truthfully, men can get sex easily. You can just pay for that shit. Okay? And there's hookup cultures. A lot of men, especially the top percent of men, the men that are desirable, right? Really desirable. They get that easily. So of course, why would they even be in a relationship with a woman when most women only offer sex? Or that's the best thing they offer. Because they don't know what they bring to the table. Because most women say the exact same thing that they can bring to the table. Oh, I can support a man. I can be I can help his business. You know how many times a woman say that I can help my man's business when he's a multimillionaire? Bitch, what can you help him with when he's already done the shit himself? Because a lot of women nowadays don't want to build with a man. They're not creating anything with a man. This is not no Jeff Bezos when his wife built with him, right? No, this is the time where women want a finished Jeff Bezos, a man that's already made it, or a man that's close to making it. So this is the thing where women this is the problem where this is the dating scene right now, where some men, the delusional ones, the men that pander to women, say a lot of things that women love to hear. Like, you don't have to bring nothing to the table. You are the table. How many times you say that? Right? You give birth. Well, you know what? That's nothing special, really. That's really not, because since you you are a man of God, that's your God-given ability. It's not like, it's something different from you to another woman. No, it's just something you're innate to be. So men don't say, a man's ability. They don't claim, I can create children. What man says, what I bring to the table is I can create children? What? That's nothing. That's nothing special. It is a magical thing, giving birth, but if that's your trait, if that's what makes you special, if that's what makes you a man should be with you, then really that's nothing. Okay? That's really nothing, and that's hollow. And today's age, right? It's not 1950 when these men, they want their children. Children is the biggest thing. Nowadays, it's not, because women give it like it's water. How many single mothers are there? Right? There's tons. There's millions. So it's nothing special. So men like this now he's creating, and one of our biggest episodes, right, on the Derek Jackson's, right? Mm-hmm. Please watch it. It's another man that pandered to women. Why? Because here's a great quote, right? You lie, women will buy. How do you like that quote? Right? That is something that I 100% agree. You lie to women, women will love it. They love those lies. women do not, and in general, can accept truth. And why I said that, they don't live in reality. So here's a man that's like, he's had 3 failed marriages, right? I think besides this one, so I think this would be this 4th failed marriage.
You're not divorced yet, so right?
I mean, if he's gonna stick with her after like this fiasco, he's beyond simp. He's like literally. I mean, if he does right, he's literally doing it to one, cater to his audience, right? That's the only reason why I see him staying with her, to cater to his female audience, right? To cater to the powers that be. So I would respect him even less, and I respect him like 0. Okay, but let's say this right here. Here's a man with many failed marriages, a man that, let's say, a daughter who is also a serial dater, who doesn't even like who had some quality men, like, you know, I forgot his name.
He's with last I heard, she was with, what's his name? Damon Idris, guy from Snowfall. He used to be
But,
but she's dated a lot of other guys. Yeah.
Yeah, a woman that's like, who's had some quality men that would pretty much take her off the market, but no, she wants to give her body to more men. She doesn't want to settle down, right? What can you say that a type of father that raises a kind of daughter like that? In my view, I don't see that's not a good reflection. So that shows more on him, what type of man he is. He's fake. He's idiotic. He's delusional. He's delusional like a woman. He's pretty much like a woman in my eyes. That falls into the thing where you're not logical. You're purely emotional like a woman. Your logic is based, how you think is based on women's logic, right? Because just like this one clip, which he's done many other clips where he shit on men, that, you know, women are the best, women are whatever, right? Women are the table, so it's the man's duty, man this, man that. Well, like I said, it's a new age. It's not about, you can't have it all every way you want it, right? You can't have the strong independence and have a man from the 1950s.
Oh.
Okay, you can't do that. And this is the thing with, like, you know, look at this, right? Here's a man that he caters to women, especially the way they think. He's wealthy, you know, and his current wife, the one who's cheated on him, a baby mama, right? She has multiple kids from other men, so he accepted a baby mama.
Okay.
And she cheated on him. So what does that say? His money didn't save him. His catering and pandering to women didn't save him. So what did she probably wanted? She probably wanted better looking masculine men, right? A bodyguard, right? A chef, maybe he was good looking, whatever, right? Men that are probably more manly than this man. So, just like we talked about how Derek Jackson is the fakeness, I would think it's a red flag for men to be in women's spaces, because how I see it is that women are illogical, they're delusional. So for you to be able to talk to other women, you have to delude yourself as well. You have to live in your emotions and say delusional things, you know, and that shows you that you're a fake, that a man should not be thinking like that. When a man does, I call him a hypocrite, I call him fake, and those are the ones where I question your true intentions. What do you think?
All right, a couple things. Did Steve Harvey's other marriages end that way?
I think he cheated on. I think he cheated on one of his marriages.
Okay.
I mean, the man is like. Man,
We don't know. So I mean, assuming they're say he stays with her. I mean, do we know for sure that he hasn't cheated on her? I'm just saying, you're talking about people who live in Hollywood. You know what I mean? Steve Harvey has been with multiple women before, who's famous, and who we've already talked about. He knows how to talk to women, right? So I mean, maybe their marriage doesn't fall apart because while somehow it became public knowledge that she's cheated on him, if he's cheated on her, he doesn't really have a leg to stand on. He can't really say, you know.
But let's go with that idea, right? Where let's say hypothetically he probably did cheat on her. Hypothetically, that gives him less credence for his pandering. Just like Derek Jackson, right? One of his things was he talked about all these, right? Cheating men are shitty. Cheating, you know, he said these things, right? Like cheating men are shitty. You know, never get with a cheating man. You're a queen. Your women are tens. Women are the table. Shit like that, right? And then he cheated on his wife, the woman that he has multiple kids with. He cheated on her. He did her dirty, and he cheated on her with multiple women. So really, it's like I said, why I was saying like men that panders to women, I think are the most fake men, and that they have red flags because if they could see the logic in women, again, what I was saying, right? Because they're lying. Those are lies for women to buy. Because women are the top consumers. They're the top consumers of practically everything, right? So TV, like, why do you think, right? Daytime TV, all this like shows are really are geared towards women because women are the ones who's watching it. Men, they're very selective in what they watch. Men don't just like watch a whole lot of things. So they're very selective. So they gear towards women because women are the primary consumers of capitalism, which is funny because a lot of women complain about capitalism, but they are the ones who actually push the capitalism wheel along. So why do men actually go into these spaces? Because they're getting money. They're getting paid. Derek Jackson made millions because of pandering to women. Steve Harvey revitalized his career by doing this, by doing the the talk shows and stuff like that. He's at a new time $1 million level because of catering to women. So I think that shows you the fakeness of it.
I hear you. What was I gonna say? I mean, I'm not rooting for his marriage to fail. If you think he should leave her, sure. I don't disagree with everything Steve Harvey says, but I do agree with you that he doesn't deliver it in a way that seems to be. I don't always buy that his intention is to help guys figure out what to do.
His intention is never to help the guys.
So,
like I said, his intentions are to pander to women, how they feel.
Women.
Like if a woman feels a certain way, he's saying that out loud.
Yeah.
For women to like, oh yeah, that's right. So like for me, right? You're right. I'm not wishing his marriage to fail. I don't give a care. I don't care. I mean, I don't want. I'm not saying I want it or I care about it. But what I want to do is that to show it don't make sense for men to go, to follow women's talking points. Because in general, most of women's talking points are illogical. They're so rooted on emotions rather than the logic of it. Right? Does it make sense? No, it doesn't. But does it feel right? Yes, it feels right. Right? Shit like that. That's how women go about it. Because they don't care about if it makes sense or not. They care about does it feel right. So more where I'm going about, like, it just puts more credence. Hell, I don't care. Sticks with his wife. If he sticks with his wife, more like gives more credence that his life, the actions he makes, don't follow the crap he says. Right? That's the thing, right? Propping women, but he's with a woman that let's take it back. Well, maybe he's not cheating. He chose a woman that views him as not less of a man, that he's not man enough for her to stick with, and she chose this. He chose this woman to marry, to commit to, right? And one of the things that we talk about, right, or I talk about, right, the dangers of marriage, right, about no vetting, right, vetting our partners. And one of the things about vetting our partners is, what does she bring to the table? That's the thing, right? That's a big part of vetting your partner. What's of value that this woman is bringing to your table, right? Because on the flip side, you as a man have to bring something of value to this table, to this relationship, for it to be of an equal exchange, or as close of an equal exchange. Maybe if you don't care if it's absolutely equal, but it has to be right for you, right? The relationship, the exchange of value has to be right for you. So that's why it's important to vet your partner and know what quality, whatever she brings is right for you to, invest into this person, because you're investing into your partner. So, you better invest in something good.
I don't disagree with any of that. Yeah, both partners have to bring, like I've said it before, like a relationship has to be close to 50-50 as possible. Even if it's not, even if it's not equally, like, you can bring different things to the relationship or to the table, but you wanna both be putting in the same amount of effort to make it work. And yeah, when you vet your partner, you pick a partner who is valuable to you, who can give you the things you need, and vice versa. So yeah, you're not gonna pick any woman. It is true though that some guys, because that became like sort of our answer to their to women. We would say, well, what do you bring into the table? There are a lot of guys who say that and they don't have a pot to piss in.
Well, I mean, you gotta think, right?
So
Let's say this, right? And you're right. Some guys say that and they bring nothing to the table in time. But you gotta think on the flip side. Women will always catch it. So let's say if a woman is going on a date with someone who they want commitment from, well, they're not going to necessarily ask you what you bring to the table, but they're going to ask you what's your education, what kind of job you have. They're going to look at what you wear. They're going to look at what your car. It's like women already assess that. See, that's what I'm saying, right? This is why I said men and women are different. We talk differently. We think differently. When a man says, "What do you bring to the table?" Why do they do that? Because men are blunt. Men want to get straight to the point, right? Just like if men want to have sex, I want to have sex. Get straight to the point. All this, like, that's why foreplay is not really. That's not made with men in mind. Foreplay, right? I want to get straight to the nutting. That's the thing. That's the thing, right? With men, but that's the thing with men, right? Men, that's the thing, right? Where, like I said, men going into women's places, women's spaces, right, to talk about women's issue is illogical, because that's not how men talk. Men talk very differently. Men think very differently. They're blunt with it, and they're straight to the point, and they have a different view on life. Men say what you bring to the table because it cuts out the bullshit. So, like a woman, like I said, I was saying, women look at the clothes you wear. If you're wearing a chain, if you're wearing dress shoes, if you're wearing watch, jewelry, look at your car, ask you where you live. Do you live with roommates? They all these questions, right? What education do you have? What job you have? Like these little things to pretty much assess what you bring to the table. That's the thing, right? So on the flip side, men cut out that bullshit and just ask. So that's the difference with men. That's what I'm saying. Like, technically, right? If you guys watch this channel for long, I doubt it, right? I'm not saying it's impossible, but I doubt I will have women on the panel because it gets chaotic, it's weird. Just they don't talk the same, and it gets annoying, right? I love talking to other guys because there's no bullshit there, right? You get straight to the point. You get, how you think, how you feel is right then. That's what I'm thinking about, right? So, yeah.
Okay. Well,
What are you drinking?
Reds. It's funny. It makes me laugh because it's a hard apple ale.
Oh,
Right.
you know
right.
what?
Consider hard, but like.
What I want to do, what I want to buy is I love drinking cream soda. I love drinking soda.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. And they have like the classic ones in the glass bottle. Is that what you're talking
Yeah, that's what I buy. Right? What is it? I forgot what it's called. Right? But I'm part of like if things pan out right. I'm telling you, right? If things plan out right, things keep going. If things keep going well, I have big ideas for at least the podcast side. So yeah, it's very big. I mean, like, I want things to be more chill, more fun, more relaxed. Like how I said to my friend here is like, barbershop talk, but like more like men eating, chilling, drinking. Just that's what I'm saying, right? Not cutting hair, but talking, shooting the shit. That's what I'm thinking about.
I feel you. I don't got hair to
Yes.
cut.
Now, if I'm getting older, I'll probably go bald as well. So I'm trying to like leave it as long as I can.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, so I don't know. How do you cap this Steve Harvey thing? His wife cheated on him. So does that mean that he's not living up to all the stuff that he was talking about? Is that what we're saying? Or
I'm saying that all the stuff he's talking about is fake.
Okay.
His pandering to women. Like, I mean, again, I could go on forever, like finding clips of things he's said, but straight off the bat, him saying a woman does not bring nothing to the table, she don't need to bring anything to the table because she gives birth. That's idiotic.
Yeah.
That's absolutely idiotic. And that's what, I tell you, right? Because women say that. Women say, I give birth, I bring kids. I mean, who cares? How many women are saying childbirth does not make you a god. Okay? So really and seriously, without a man, childbirth stops. You don't have that. So really that's a mute point. Men and women, a lot of people just it's just biology. It's just how it is, right? Men are they're the seed, women are the carriers. That's just it. Women are the soil, men are the seed. That's it. So one or the other has to be like, it's not a magical birth, right? There's not no Virgin Mary shit. So it's a mute point. So, and again, this is the problem, right? With women and with men that panders to women. They like to talk about, they like to pick and choose, right? About women having freedoms, women being, independent boss bees, right? And yet, they like to have the standards of women of the past. Like, women don't need to bring much, right? They don't need to bring a whole lot to the table because they give birth, they shit like that. And saying cooking and cleaning. Technically, I saw this clip of a woman, of her a sister, right, looking at her brother's apartment, which is it's not that messy, right? But she's looking around and like, oh man, this guy needs a woman. No, he doesn't, because his apartment looks really good, right? But it doesn't necessarily have the, I guess, a woman's touch or shit like that. But that's the thing, right? Men like a woman to cook and clean, but men definitely don't need it. It's not like, it's funny that women think that women are not from the 1950s anymore. So men aren't either. How many men, look at me and you, right? We are single bachelors, and we've been living our life just fine. We're not dead. We're not dead in the gutter.
No.
Right? We're not starving.
No.
Right? We're not starving, and our house is not filled up with trash.
No.
So really, it's like you make it seem like men cannot survive without women, or men wanting women to cook and clean is like the biggest thing ever. Because let's say if they don't, okay, whoop-de-doo. Like if I marry a woman that don't cook and clean for me, okay, I'm not gonna die. You gotta remember, a lot of things women cooking and cleaning is a plus. Men are simple in that way. Men don't need necessities. Men don't, right? Men don't need a woman to protect them. Men don't need a woman to provide for them. Cooking and cleaning, and nowadays, it's not even a necessity. It's a plus for men. So really, at most, men just see you as like a plus, just something great. You know, okay, cool. If she cook and clean for me, great. If she doesn't, okay, fine. The only really necessity is being loyal and having sex with them. That's practically it. You know, it's like be loyal and be loving. That's it. But women put down like men will forever be branded it. You have to protect and provide. Provide is breaking your back, going to work, bringing in a paycheck. I hope you know women know how that feels. The crap of like trying to provide for your household. Yeah. Women know that shit is not easy. Second, protect. I just need to protect you once, and if I die, well, that's more than you could ever do. So really, it's like those are like big ass shit. Okay, so putting down that is ridiculous. So men like Steve Harvey, Derek Jackson, and other feminist men or men that panders to women are idiotic and illogical, right? They are the most fake ass men. I guarantee you, a lot of these men are the creeps that you know back in the day we talk about. They are either cheaters that we talk about. They are either the womanizers that we talk about. You know, because they are the abusers that hide behind closed doors. Like these men are so fake. That's the thing, right? And that's why real men have been calling out men like Steve Harvey and Derek Jackson, because we know that shit is fake. A man that agrees with women is ridiculous. I said that. A man that agrees with women is a liar and he's fake.
And that's heavy stuff. I mean, okay, all right. I mean, I like waffles. If a woman also like waffles, and we agree, I am not a fake liar. I'm just saying.
That's not necessarily an idea or opinion.
I know what you mean. All right. Well, hey, listen. You have said the final word on that topic. That is that's good.
But here, let's end with this one, right? This thing I think is pretty crazy.
All right, ladies. Top 7 answers on the board. Here we go. We asked 100.
This is his wife.
His wife, okay. Mm-hmm.
Married women. Some days I'd be willing to trade my man for a really good what? Oh boy. A good what? What did you just say?
What would she even answer? How would they even answer that?
Right here. What did you say, though?
Oh boy.
I don't even think his face was joking.
No,
I honestly think he see the signs.
Like
This is a man that has seen the red flags and chose to ignore it.
trading in for no damn pool, boy. Pool, boy. All right.
I mean, what else can I say?
Well, she did
Like, this is. See, no, sometimes, right?
it. Uh-huh.
Maybe this is the last word where I'm not hating on women when I say the shit I'm saying. Definitely not pandering to women. But my thing is like I'm holding it. I'm saying the truth about women and accepting the reality. Okay, it's the accepting of reality. Like let's say this right. How I said that I personally believe men have to and they should protect and provide. They should like let's say you go on a date, you should be the one who's paying. Right? You should be the ones who be a gentleman. You should you should protect the ones you love. Okay, you should be monogamous. You shouldn't be a cheater. I'm not paying. I'm not paying to women, but I see the reality to it. I'm holding people to reality. I'm being blunt with it. You can't. You got to know that the realities how women act and how women think. Right? They women straight up will leave you for something better. I don't know if whenever, and we probably won't talk about it because but I believe, and you've gone through it, or you know someone who's going through it, is that men can give a woman as much as they can give them, right? Men are not perfect; they're not gods, right? Men are average men. Women will always look for a chance to trade up. Women will always look to betray you or look for the better opportunity. Men or with better D, men with better height, men with better looks, men with better finances, men with better talking skills, and so on and so on. As long as he's better in whatever way she sees, right? That's the logic, and I know it. That's why I said it's not like I don't trust women. I know women. I'm not saying I know women. I'm saying like I have to know how women are. I have to, and that's one of the things where we say I personally say prenup is a must because you it's not that you don't trust a woman, it's that you trust a woman's nature. That there is again, of course, there's women out there that will break that mold, and I hope men will find them. But again, men are not sharing women like that. So really, if you find a woman that does break it, that woman's not having dozens of men. So really, I think women like that are rare. Women that breaks the mold, that breaks the things that are the usual shit. They're rare.
Okay.
So it's better to understand women, see how women act, right, and work around it.
Okay.
I hope Steve Harvey have a prenup, but I'm guessing his ass, if he caters to women like he does in real and in his talk shows, if he doesn't have a prenup, his ass is fucked.
So you know what? He probably does have a prenup because what you say is his fourth marriage.
Yeah,
rich, and if he is fake, then the image he puts forth is not the same as who he is in secret. So he probably was like, let me make sure that if this time you don't get all that book money I made. You know what I mean? So
let's say